get a thing. Let's find some music. What we want to play. What's in Land Virtue? There we go. All right, more potion making time. Where am I at? I'm on row 14 of this one. Probably shouldn't be whispering. Probably help. Potion bottle part 1822. Go. Yeah, that's what it feels like. But this is. I am on number 9. So 9 of. Probably going to make 15 of them now. Because they said 12 or 13. So I want to do a couple extra. Decrease. Oh, and since you're here, I do have the tarot cards. I could open those up today. Unless you want like a dedicated stream just for that. Because it is recorded, so if people want to see it, they can go back. Hello, hello. I can only count to 4. Two. There we go. You could see cards, maybe a separate stream just for that, so you don't get distracted. We could do that, or I could always do it at the end of the stream. When I'm like, you know what? No more. My hands say no more, but I do have them right here. I haven't even broken the seal yet. The seal is unbroken. The seal is unbroken. I'm going to see if I can save the seal because that is a very pretty seal. I guess. We're going to see if they slap me in the face as hard as some of the other ones, or if they're kind of nice. I am excited to use them. Oh, Fred just like snore meowed. Honey, you missed it. Fred did a meow snore. Fred did a meow snore. Just a... Let's see, single, decrease, and then 2 singles. Got totally distracted by Brett doing that. Yeah, all that chaos, and now he's asleep, so total toddler cycle. I can only count to 4, but my decreases are to 4 now. I win! That's why that felt funny. Is anybody streaming besides Thesis today? Let's do that. There we go. Okay. So now I can have that. And have that. There we go. Yeah, I still haven't figured out the issue with my second monitor, so I am still working off of one monitor, which I have been spoiled, so I am, yeah, making life difficult. But that's all right. Figuring it out. I look terrified. I have resting terrified face, apparently. So I have resting fear face. So many people, I'll just be hanging out, and they're like, are you okay? Like, what are you so scared of?" And I'm like, "This is just my face. Like, it's okay. I'm okay." So yeah, some people have RBF. I have resting fear face. Especially when I'm trying to figure something out, I just look concerned. Yeah, resting scared face. It did work in my favor though when so we live by the port of Indiana, um, right off of Lake Michigan, well, right on Lake Michigan, and like it, you have to show ID, you have to tell them where you're going, all that stuff to get in. Um, I got around that, not that I was doing anything nefarious, by I had to go and break a concrete beam, and I didn't know it. GPS told me to go into the port, which is very unusual unless you have business there, and you have business there. And so I'm coming up, and so I pull off to the side because that are usually pretty strict about that, about going up there if you know you're not supposed to be there. There's a guard shack and everything. And I go up, and I'm like, you know what? I'll ask the guy for directions. I've got on my construction outfit. I've got like concrete stuff in the back. And this poor guy in the thing, I was like, it tells me I'm supposed to be on Indian Boundary Road, South Indian Boundary Road, and I'm supposed to go right. I don't know. He's like, well, you're on that road. And I was like, that's why I'm very confused. And I'm just looking, I'm like, I don't know where I'm supposed to be. I don't know. I'm supposed to be going to an office to do some work. And he's like, well, where are you going? And I told him the name of the company. He's like, I don't know who those people are. And I was like, they're doing the inspection right outside your guard shack. They're literally right here. Like, that is one of their vehicles. It has the name of their company on them. Guess what, buddy? You're getting the Ben Hammer. If I can figure out how to do it. Ben Hammer. But, so apparently I looked confused enough that he forgot to ask for my ID. And he gave me directions. It was the complete wrong direction. But luckily I knew the contractor that was doing the bridge, and they had a building or an office right next to where I was supposed to go. I was like, I'll just follow these guys because I know them. And then, so I eventually found it. But yeah, confused face makes it so people don't ID you, apparently. Whoopsie doodles. I'm gonna turn this on because it's making me look like I've got bruises all over my hands. Goodness. My hand is not bruised, I promise. It's just the shadows. Goodness. Resting bland face. I don't look itchy or scared. Just bored with your shit. Hey, you know what? That's a good face to have too, especially when people are trying to pull shit. But yeah, people try to over explain things for me a lot just because I do look confused and apparently scared. Like, they try to reassure me a lot. I'm apparently resting scary face unless it's small children. I've had random people come up to me and just random people like, you look scary. Really? Just randomly telling you look scary? I've had random people like do the talk down of, it's going to be okay. You've got this. It's all right. Only when you're not there. People are funny sometimes. You look scared. What? I don't think I would ever just tell somebody, you look scary. Like, what? Yeah, you're tired now, huh? Were you fighting the sleep earlier? Yeah. Oh no, I have awoken the beast. You don't get to eat my grapes. You don't get to eat my new plants. I put the plants where you don't usually go. Welcome to bread cam. Oop. Hi. Trying to make people seasick? Unleash the beast. I'm going to turn that camera off so you guys don't get seasick watching it bounce around. Small children will come up and just stare at me and smile, and then the parents pulled away because I'm scary. I wonder if it's the angle they're seeing you from. Like kids are looking up, so you probably look like like your mouth is tilted up more, so they might see you as like smiling more. And from the parents' angle, like you probably have a sterner face. Maybe. He also often gets, "Hey, you're tall. Can you reach that for me?" Fair enough. Yeah, I just drank the water, and yeah, it's the bread channel. It's the bread show. Yeah. Mwah. Oh, don't lock my taskbar again. Don't do that to my taskbar again. Oh, we're gonna move that out. Okay. We're having a kitty cat break. His face is kind of scary around stupid people. So that's probably it. Hi, Bread. But if I'm so scary, why would they want me to reach high shelves for them? I don't get it. People are crazy. People are weird. Hey. Are you baby? Are you baby? Is it baby time again? Oh, I don't need to throw my. There. Can you sit? Can you just sit on my lap? You can sit on my lap. Yeah. You can relax it. Also, people come up and ask me where it's served. Yeah, I've had people ask me where, like, what branch I served in, and I'm like, I did not. I was fat and sad, man. They didn't want me. You're a nice, handsome young man. It's usually the ladies who are past being little old ladies are sassy. They are the sassiest. Oh, it's done. So let me answer this real quick. I'm gonna play a commercial. Hang on. Oop, oop. Hey, Don. I am a Sagittarius.
On the tube and feel the vibe. Every show you crave right here live. Heroes and villains clash in the night. Madness Comic Network sets it right. Scroll through the list, find what you need. Epic battles and fast-paced speed. From capes to cosmic space delight. Tune in and and watch your favorites ignite. On Facebook, share the thrill so grand. On X, the buzz across the land. Madness Comic Network all around. In every episode, joy is found. Uploads, they never end. Superheroes and their friends. Catch every twist and every turn. Madness Comic, you will yearn. Stay up to date with every twist. Madness Comic, don't miss a gist. From laughter to tears, every mood. Madness Comic sets the groove. Click that button and subscribe. Catch the wave and ride the tide. Join the fun, join the craze. Madness Comic brightens days. New uploads, they never end. Superheroes and their friends. Catch every twist and every turn. Madness Comic, you will yearn. Stay up to date with every twist. Madness Comic, don't miss a gist. From laughter to tears, every mood. Madness Comic sets the groove. Click that button and subscribe. Catch the wave and ride the tide. Join the fun, join the craze. Madness Comic brightens days.
And we're back. It was nothing bad. Dawn just wanted to know what my sign was. Then we have Fred Cam back. There we got Fred Cam. No free feet for the internet. So. Here we go. Poor little bugger's all worn out. I aspire to be that level. You know what old lady snark is? It's a whole different register. Like you have regular snark, then you've got old lady snark, and that's... Yeah. That was not an increase. That was not. Okay. Sometimes wonder how my mother deals with asshole kids all day because she has that level of snark, but it's like she presses it during work hours or so. You know, so my sister drives a school bus. And yeah. Comments along, yeah, bless your heart. Yeah. So my sister is snarky and sassy. I just heard a laugh. Are you trying to say what? My sister's a perfect angel and would never sass anybody in her life ever, especially not a student that was trying to be sassy with her. Never. But she finds ways of doing it without swearing at them. And the parents love her. So it works. Because she doesn't put up with their bullshit. So, and the parents know because she's not putting up with bullshit, their kids are safe. Still remember when she wanted to flip off one kid but couldn't show. It's a whole flock of them. Oh yeah, honey, if you wiggle your fingers, it's a whole flock of birds. Spirit birds. Oh my god. I'm showing that to my sister. Oh, I love it. Beautiful. Beautiful. The kids are going to be like, Miss Saiba, why are you wiggling your fingers at us? Oh my gosh. Oh no. Okay. Oh. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. I still want to enter my scary bit. Absolutely, yeah. Can't blame you there. Oh, but I know pretty much everybody that lived through the 90s knew the motion. Something else, though. Apparently now that dad is out of picture. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully he's getting the help he needs, because it sounds like there's more going on there than just being an asshole. Still an asshole for putting her in the hospital, especially if he's old enough to know better. Fourteen. 14. There we go. 15. 16. And 18. I had scissors. Where did I put them away when I was safe. Because the cat laid on everything. Let's see. He's still an asshole, but now it's mostly just eye rolling and talking. So typical teenager stuff instead of, just Kyle stuff, which is not good behavior. It's at least, I mean, I'll take that over, hitting stuff any day. All right. You sat on my notepad, you little jerk. Bless you. You sat on my post-it notes. Oh, no, you didn't. You kind of did. Thank you. All right. That should put me up to 10. More hydration because I'm thirsty. So Don and I were talking about how we had a bunch of pretty stones and stuff, and how to display them and stuff. There's a cauldron at Michael's, and it has lots of room for pretty shiny stones. So yeah, I have a cauldron of rocks, and they are pretty and shiny. Mwah. Yeah. Oh, gotta move again. What are we doing? What are we doing? Oh, are you gonna be lap cat? Oh, we are lap cat now. Are we going to be nest cat? Yes. Some get made into things. Some I just keep. Yeah. Like some I found. Some people have given me. Some I'm just like, oh, shiny, and I buy them. Some get thrown into necklaces. Like this one's a fairy cross, and some just rattling around. Or I buy them for something and then I don't do the thing. And then I forget what they are. So they just get tossed in somewhere. And then I really forget what they are. So yeah. Cauldron full of rocks. Okay, so I also find bones when I'm out mushroom hunting. And so one of my friends is a death witch, which works because I bring her the bones and I'm like, you do things with these. And she's like, I do things with these. So I give her the bones and she knows how to clean them. So if I'm like, hey, I would like to keep this if you will clean it for me. Because sometimes, like a really cool skull or something like that. Or, like you do. What are you doing? Well, I'm taking them to my witchy friends. Yeah. Especially when you're like, oh yeah, she's a death witch. It's fine. Don't worry about it. She knows what to do with them. Say what now? But the funny thing is, I'll be like mushroom hunting, and then there will just be like a skull perfectly placed on a log looking at me. And I'm like, oh, this isn't creepy at all. Because I come at I don't come from the pathways. I'll be wandering everywhere. Or I'll find a complete skeleton. So, yeah. Humanely harvested bones, locally sourced. Welcome to my channel, everyone. Come for the crochet, stay for the bones. The funny thing is, though, as many bones as I've found, I don't find antlers or anything like that. Hey, bro! Never see skulls in the forest. I find them consistently. Don't be scared. They're never human. But there was a time I was very scared because I was out in the woods doing the mushroom hunt thing. Hang on. Let me get 12 of these. Leave you hanging. 3, 1. Okay, so anyway, I'm mushroom hunting, and I come across some plastic bags in the middle of the woods, middle of nowhere. And you know, that's one of the last places you want to come across full plastic bags. So I'm sitting there looking at it, wondering what I should do next, thinking about, you know, just I should leave, you know. And all of a sudden, a dude in camo pops up right next to me. Now, this is a no hunting area. Pops up right next to me with a backpack, like a camper's backpack. And we look at each other, and we look at the black plastic bag, and we look at each other again, and we're both standing there, just quietly looking at each other. And I don't know what he was thinking, but in my mind, I was like, he's a serial killer, and I just found the body, and I'm gonna die. You know, what are those thoughts? You know, normal thoughts, because normal. And he looks at me and he goes, mushroom hunting? And I was like, yep. And he goes, I'm antler hunting. And he's like, do you know what's in the bag? And I was like, not a clue. And he's like, I don't either. And I was like, I'm going to leave it alone because that's none of my business. And he's like, I'm going to go this way. And I was like, I'm going to go the other way. And we just, and it was the most awkward interaction ever. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it was so awkward. And I didn't see him again the rest of the time. I was like, and of course I stayed out there mushroom hunting because, you know, it was morel season. Oh, it's too bad the Silver Stop closed. If you guys ever came down here, you would have lost the little shop, rocks, crystals, jewelry, music, and so much more. We have a metaphysical store down here called the Blue Butterfly, and that's where I get a lot of things, including like the crystal ball, a lot of herbs, a lot of crystals, rocks, jewelry, things like that. I guess that it's good they aren't human. What are we making today? It's a potion bottle making extravaganza. Again, I am at 10 of 15. So, Foxy Mrs. Mushroom Hunting. I love mushroom hunting. Hey, Dawn. I actually have. I don't know if you guys have seen those because I usually wear sleeves. Jeff George and the hearts. I'm gonna have to rebind this thing. It's growing. Work Oh, left a bunch of jewelry and got a necklace. Oh, that's awesome. Pro did miss the ankle that I accidentally flashed. I do like when they let the craftspeople come into to shops and stuff and like do work there, especially when they give you stuff for your time. That's awesome. Yeah, I talked to the fiber store that I like to go to, the local one, Three Moons, and they're doing a fiber fest next year, the first day of the Euro Market. So I asked them, I was like, hey, is it just like fiber sellers or is it fiber artists too? And they're like, oh no, your stuff is welcome. So I might get a booth there next year. Let's see. Amish porn right there. Was the one and only time I've full gold wire. How was that? Was it like super soft? I've never worked with it before. I don't usually work with wire at all, but like all I use is the like aluminum for like propping things. Way softer than silver. Were you wrapping more crystals and rocks with that, or did you do something else with it? Joe, are you over on my kick? I don't have it open. I only have the one screen. I totally lost count of where I was at. I can only count to 4. So if Joey wants to see bread, he just yeah. And Hobo is literally. Oh no, he moved. Oh, he's on the couch. Last I looked, he was over there. Usually, if he's not in here with me, he's a loaf like right outside the door. So. Oh, I moved the scent. No, the joke. The joke. Nick usually says I'm innocent enough that I had a penny ready to go. Let's see where we're at because I wasn't counting. I'm dueling and dueling. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. 16. Come on. This one's giving me fits, and I'm not even. 1, 2, Mountain Dew flavored gummies are a thing? Say what? That sounds amazing. Just got earlier this week, we saw about gummy worms. They were actually really good. Do you know what brand they were? Because that sounds amazing. Trolley. We're gonna have to look for those tomorrow. Pants are highly optional. Amen. Seven. Should be comfortable in your own home. Let's make sure I can actually count. 14, 15. Nope, can't count. Sometimes I don't wear pants while streaming, but I wear dresses. I was gonna say, we can't see you from like the waist down, so. I wear pants because there is a register right under my desk here, and I would freeze if I didn't have pants on. I would be so cold. Bro, wear a kilt. Let's find out. Legs can turn into ice cubes in the summer. Yep. Yeah, mine goes right on my feet and lower legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Why? Why are we like this? 3, 4, 5, 5, 3, 2, 3, 4. I've been looking for a tactile kilt. Tactical kilt. I mean, tactical, tactile. It depends on what you want to get out of it, I guess, bro. Jelly on all accounts of the going is yes. We're pretty good. Lisa, can you double check your messenger, please? He's putting laundry in the driver. Share. So I think my next desk chair, I saw one where you can like leaf it out and stuff. And you can like cross your legs or like kind of lean one way or the other. I think I'm going to do that. Because I cannot sit like an adult. So I think that would be comfy. $30. Haha! I can count to 30. I must have skipped a row or something. That's alright. It's laundry day. Yeah, my laundry day is tomorrow. At least some of it. I gotta go through and get rid of a lot of stuff and figure out what fits, what doesn't. What I wear, what I don't wear. What I haven't worn in forever. What I've never worn. Okay. 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 3, 4, 5, 36. There we go. I think I'm going to turn this camera off so I'm not tripping. Oh, can we zoom out? There we go. We can zoom out. Oh, it's already been almost an hour? Dang. All right, let me find another stone. What the fuck? There we go. We can group some redneck style. Comments, and I've got some cotton mouth today. Okay. Oh, where am I? There. God, no. I wonder why. Don't know what you're talking about, bro. Some wicked cotton mouth. And this is acrylic yarn, so stay. So, wouldn't know about that either. See? Plausible deniability. We're good. The moistometer. Yeah, you would think it would be a little more hydrated in here just because of how much rain we've gotten. Humid. More humid. That's the word I was looking for. Oh, Dawn, I don't know if Joe told you or not, but we showed our boss and his wife the Dork Cave too, and their eyeballs almost fell out of their heads because they are way into Star Wars, and they also like Legos. So we were like, "Hey, we got a thing to show you." So yeah, they were very impressed with it. Working on. Ooh, can you tell, or is it surprise? Some new bait. That's cool. Tell if I remembered what he told me. Very blurry. Totally understandable. To say the headache alone would make everything blurry, but on top of everything else you went through, yeah, we do not expect you to remember anything from yesterday. I was hoping you feel better. Feel better, Dawn. It just came in here. Can you repeat what you said? Oh, so it's actually my boss and his wife. Um, they're the boss is the one that had the Star Wars room, and they're actually into Legos too. So we were like, "Hey, we got something to show you." So we showed them both the Dork Cave too, and their eyeballs about fell out of their head. They were super impressed with everything. So yeah, good job, Ted. They loved it. We were just flipping through the pictures at work, just showing them everything. I think I'd have this pattern memorized. Oh, cute. Well, it's awesome, Ted. So, of course, we want to show off our friends' work. Yeah, they actually had an entire room just dedicated to the Star Wars collection at one time. Yeah, what started that was we were at work and he was talking about what is it? The Dark Falcon? Joe's not listening. The Dark Falcon set? Yeah. The boss was talking about the Dark Falcon set and everything. And we were like, oh yeah, uh, that's that's what brought it up in conversation. I have CT. Pretty sure what this was a false positive. Have to prove it. Gotcha. I was gonna say, dude. Was that meant for another page, Don? Nothing too bad. I've been going through the tests last year for my heart issue. Yeah. Yeah, it's no fun. At least that part's out of the way now. So, breathe for a little bit. I feel like the not knowing is worse than... Yes. Oh, sending well wishes. Gotcha. Okay. I wasn't sure if it was in the wrong page and you would want me to take it off or not. So I wanted to make sure. Yeah. Yeah, not knowing is definitely the worst part because then you don't know, well, will this make it worse or will this make it better? Will this make it worse? Will this make it worse? And it's like a kind of limbo. Emotional mess last week. Waiting for the scans that I have my CD fan and they've sent it up. Yeah, we've got your back on no matter what. Mm. I really love the makers and crafters corner of the internet. Just it's such a nice community. Everybody just supports each other, and I love all you guys. You're great. You know, when you're around great people, there's no competition you can possibly, right? Yeah, I remember one of the first streams that I watched, like one of the first couple of streams I watched of Tosh. I said something about the eyes that she was using, and I was like, "Oh, you know, I'd love to use those for my stuff." Blah blah blah, and she just dropped the link. She's like, "Oh yeah, here you go. This is where I got them from. It might be different since you're American." Just no, like, oh, I'm gonna keep them because you know you're another plushie maker or anything like that. Just boom, here you go. Oh, you need help with a stitch? Here, let me show you how to do it. Just it's such a giving community and so supportive. Kate and Tash could all be at each other's throats when instead, yeah, yeah, no, like all the time. It's here. Let me show you. Let me help you. Let me send people to your page. Things like that, and it's so wholesome. I love it. It could be like you said. It could be like, no, these are my people, and you shouldn't be going to another crochet page. But it's not like that, and I love that. Because even when I do conventions, like the next one I'm doing is StompCon. That's coming up in a couple weeks. So, you know, this is why we're doing marathons. But like I'll talk to Amanda because we have our booths literally right next to each other. It's tradition. We are Mischief and Mayhem's Menagerie. And I'll text her, call her up, and I'll be like, "Hey, do you have dice bags? Are you gonna have your dice bags?" And she'll be like, "Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna have mine." And I was like, "Oh, okay, no problem. I won't make any." And she was like, "Why?" And I was like, "Well, I don't want to compete, you know. So I'll have the different dice bags that I have. Like she sews dice bags, and I love her stuff. She found some of the coolest fabric to sew it out of, and they're hooch. I'm pretty sure you could like use it as a bag of holding. So she's got that, and I was like, well, I had found a pattern for like bags about similar size. So I wanted to check with her to make sure, you know, if she wasn't going to have those bags, I would crochet some and have them at my table. But since she's going to have them, I'm not going to do that because it would be a similar price point and it would be right next to each other. No. And we actually bickered about it. And she was like, make the bags. And I was like, I'm not making the bags. Make the bags. I'm not making the bags. I'll have different bags. But we'll sit there and somebody will buy dice from her and she'll be like, oh, if you need bags, I either have these or she has these. Or they'll buy bags for me. I'm like, you could fill those up with dice from her. And that's what the community is about, is, uplifting each other. Was trying to throw money at Dimitri this morning. I literally told him, and I was like, let me give you money, Dimitri. I will Venmo you money to deliver the goods at HoloCon, but let me give you money. My main industry is like community. What do you do, if you don't mind me asking? Because I don't think I've ever heard what you do. My main industry is just road construction inspection, so it's nerd jobs. Nerds. I do a lot of math and science for somebody that wanted to be, a liberal arts major and still loves the liberal arts, so thank you. I just could not sit in an office all day. Glad I figured that out before, I was stuck in the cube farms. Good God. Oh. So Joe found some gallon-sized water jugs, and they're supposed to be in today, so thank God, because I've gone through a quarter of a gallon since this started. From what I've seen, most creative communities, right? Sure, you'll find an asshole here and there, but mostly, right? Yeah, we freak out. We're like, you have the same interests. Let's do this together. Custom pool cubes. Brilliant instructor and pool player. There's a computer systems. You would get along very well with Indy. Because, yeah, like, that sounds freaking awesome. I've seen some custom pool cubes, and holy crap! Now, are you ranked as a pool player, or do you just do it? I say just do it, but you're also an instructor. Yeah, billiards it's cutthroat. Holy shit. I asked what you're ranked, and also, what's your game? 9-ball, 8-ball? Yeah, the name finally, actually does make a lot more sense now, because I was thinking, swimming pool. So yeah, no, that's awesome. Systems engineer too, which is funny because my husband used to work at a pool hall on the side, not yet rank on the tour, but I do play professional events. 9-ball and 10-ball are my main games, but I play 1 pocket, 3 cushion, and 8-ball. Nice. So you play a lot of them. Used to play 9-ball, but players I played that closed. I think Indy mostly played 9-ball. But no, a lot of ranked players came out of the a lot of the state ranked players came out of the pool hall by us before it changed hands and shut down. So that's really cool, Pro. Money is flowing. I'm on the road playing. Yeah, you can make some really good money with that. Especially if you're gambling on it. Holy crap. Did you know Pro was a pool player? Or is a pool player?
What's that?
Pro's a pool player.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm the last one to find out.
Oh.
We're talking pool over here. I thought swimming pool, not billiards pool. So, yeah. Oh, Pro, do you have a website or anything? Drop a link. Pro, I need to see some of these. Oh, no. Can you DM me? You know what? I think we can trust Pro to not be making crazy stuff on my channel. Hang on. Let me make you an admin, Pro. Wait, how do I make you an admin? Channel. Roles. Alright, hang on. Secrets. There we go. You should be able to drop a link now. Yeah, if you've got a link, feel free to drop it, Pro. Not yet. Okay, totally doing all the research. It should be up in a month. Okay, yeah, drop it though whenever you get to it, because I love seeing the custom work. Yeah, for sure. I was gonna say, if you're ever working on stuff, if you're ever working on stuff and you want to join me when I'm live streaming, just ask and I'll shoot you a link. Join me. We can craft together. Just maybe wear pants. We want to keep it like, R and under. We don't want to get banned from anywhere. How long does it usually take you to build a queue? Because there's got to be a lot of work that goes into that. It's not like you can just put it on a lathe and do it and then you're done. Like, there's got to be a lot more to it than that. My better half is going to be streaming crafts too. Yes. Lasers, 3D printers, CNC. Oh my gosh. You got a whole like shop set up. Embroidery machine, screen printing. That's freaking awesome. Like, you've got a whole craft, like, geez. Like, you've got a whole warehouse set up, man. That's awesome. No, that'll be awesome once you're up and streaming. It takes time to process the wood. Have to wait in between cuts. I do custom inlay. Ooh, I'm looking at building other things. That's awesome. Yeah, I'd love to see some of that. I am not a pool player myself, but I appreciate the artwork that goes into that. Decrease. 10 hours to build actual work, or it can take 40 hours depending on the. Holy cow. You still have to play pool. Still trying to speak Japanese. Like, I can play, like casual pool, but since everybody was hanging out at TJ's, I rate myself based on the TJ's players, so I'm pretty terrible. She does. I do like looking at a nightstick. Thesis. Well, you guys have a good nap, Foxy and Thesis. Happy Saturday. Hey, DR, how you doing? Don's trying to keep us in line. Got all the camera and the PC to do the streaming now. I'm just getting everything cleaned and ready for the screen. Right, Joe. Oh. Yeah, pretty much. Too. Yeah, at this point I'm like, you know what? My workstation is just, it's perpetual mess. Forever mess. Between the yarn, the cats, and everything else going on. But if you're silk screening and stuff, yeah, I guess you'd have to probably not have wood shavings floating around in the air. Now, do you have them like the areas like sectioned off, or is it just like empty space? Oh, you can't get in the shop. Yep. Okay, gotcha. Nice. He is a sleep cinnamon roll. All the other crap. I feel that. I feel that in my soul. You gotta chase the dopamine, man. I do have separate rooms for different crafts, all rooms with cameras, and each. Oh, that's cool. That's gonna be awesome. Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna have to put an announcement up when you go live. Single decrease. So force. So what does your other half do? Or do they just like do the same thing as you? Free camera night. Oh, that'll be sweet. Indy will probably be watching that. Better half is the manager at a cigar and bourbon bar. If you're anywhere to the Midwest, we know people that would love to go there. She does lots of crafts, chainmail, resin, jewelry, embroidery. Nice. So yeah, you guys cover pretty much every craft ever. Chase the dopamine. Yeah, that's how we've acquired so many crafts. You're in Oklahoma. Okay, yeah, we are Great Lakes region. Unfortunately, otherwise I'd be sending people to you left, right, and center because we know some cigar aficionados and a lot of bourbon aficionados. That's awesome, though. I can count to 4. You'd think I'd be able to count to 3. Jeez. 3. All right. Jeez Louise. All right. Let me check something real quick. I want to check on the delivery status. Bam. 3:45. 5. Okay. There's no thesis is streaming tonight. I just want to get this done as quickly as possible. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. Comment. Oh no. Okay, hang on. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of comments over there. All right. Been spending most of my life living in a crafter's paradise. It's not going to show them up on the screen, so I'll just read them. Cigar and Bourbon Bar. Carl and Donna would be there in a heartbeat. Half a heartbeat. Wait, Bunty road trip. That's exactly who I was thinking of. Would love to go there. Love a good drink and a cigar for sure. How far north are y'all? Shug's in the middle of Illinois. We are northwest Indiana. So we are, if you've heard of Gary, we are about 5-10 minutes away from there. How far are we from Chicago? It's not far. Maybe half an hour. We'll say good traffic. Half an hour with good traffic. That's not too bad. I'm usually in Southern Illinois once a year for a pool tournament. Okay, yeah. We enjoy heading to St. Louis. I only seem to head north when I'm going to see Joe and Trey. Yeah. So, yeah. I don't think I've ever been to Oklahoma. Road trip! Right? Let's go. And yes, you can still see the cat. Let's see, how did you decide what color to use? Do you use multicolor and glitter yarn? So for the potion bottles, I was told to either make them all the same or all different. And I figured light blue was probably the most neutral that wasn't grayish. It had some color to it. So, but I am going to make a couple that are just multicolored to donate to the library for prizes and stuff for whenever they do, like, whatever giveaways or things like that, I think. But glitter yarn, when they have those metallic strings running through it, if it's not done right, it is evil because it just snaps. But yeah, so I just got a Kieran 1 pound thing of yarn because it was huge, and a pound of yarn is a lot of yarn. It's that much yarn. So I hoped that was enough to make like 15 of these. And if not, it's fairly inexpensive too. So that helps me keep my price down a little lower because acrylic is nice for these kinds of things. But yeah, I figured it was probably going to be a little more neutral than pink or something like that. And the yellows were going to hurt my eyes after a while. Same with the oranges. And the red, like the bright colors were just going to hurt my eyes after a while if I was trying to do that. And the dark colors would be hard to see. So light blue it was. So I might put different ribbons on them around the necks. So they're all the same, but they're slightly different. Or I'll just, put the same, make them completely the same. I don't know yet. I just want to get the bottles done. As soon as the bottoms are done, it's going to be super easy to finish the rest of it. Because the stoppers take maybe 5 minutes to do, if that. And then the ribbon is just, tie a bow. Because I used to crochet that, and then I realized people invented ribbon for a reason. And it was fairly cheap. And I can use it. So, but usually people tell me what color they want to use. But it was left up to me this time. But they weren't sure what number they would end up with when we were talking about this, because it's for a bunch of kids that show up for a group, and it's a varying number, so I didn't want to start making them different and then find out it was more kids than I had different colors for. Because, yeah, I probably would have ran out of different colors if I had started that. Kick again. Let's see. 14 hours is driven isn't too bad. I'll keep that in mind. Next time we are free, we'll let you know. That would be awesome. Yeah, we're proper Midwesterners. Like a 12 to 14 hour drive, that's normal. Sweet, I believe someone else we have met through Tosh lives in the Chicago area. I think you're right. Loki grew up in Chicagoland. I don't know if Loki still lives around Chicago, though. Next, you're going to try and do lots of traveling during the summer. Fingers crossed business is good over the holidays for everyone. Amen. Actually, let me go over to Justice. If I do this, I can see that. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I've just definitely been spoiled by the dual screens. and I are old and we're having dinner soon. Gotta get those senior meal prizes, not really just missed. Yeah, amen. Not knowing anything about what you are doing, can you incorporate in ribbons as you work? I don't know. So the ribbons are just going to go like around the necks of the bottles. Let me pull out a finished one as like a decoration. So it's going to go around here. The bottle stopper will go through there, and it'll just kind of. So if the kids all show up at once and they actually use them, it'll just be a way to kind of identify whose is whose, if that makes sense. So I think, do I have a finished one up here? Hang on. Oh, sorry, boo. Sorry, baby. Sorry, Red. Let me see if I can finish one up here. Oh, here we go. Yeah. So this one. Spread out a little bit. So it'll look like this when it's finished. And I'll just put the ribbon around the neck. And this one's got like a little charm on it. So that's all the ribbon's for. Oh, hi. Toss that back in there. So I usually do the easiest part last because, you know, it's the easiest part. So I'll probably go through and right when I finished, I'll put that up. Oh, like if I was going to crochet it in, like if I did it throughout while working on the sides. So there, you can crochet multiple like fibers together. I'm actually going to do that for a fan lanyard. I got 2 different fibers. Hi. So I'll actually end up doing that. And you can do it with, hi. You can do it with different sized stuff. I can actually show you. Hang on. Can I? Oh, thank you. Where'd my bag go? There's my bag. The bread, yes, it's the bread show. It's always the bread show. So this is, let me pull these apart. Thanks, buddy. Yep. Thanks, bud. Let me find that end. Alright. I can't find the end of that right away, so I'll just do it with a different thing. Here, gray is right here. Can I? Alright. So I actually have a really, really thin gold thread and a thicker gray thread. Have a good dinner. So what I can do is I can put them together. Make my slip knot. Work around the cat. Thank you, baby. So it'll actually just pull from both of them at the same time. And it'll just end up being like shot through like that. If I can. There we go. So, yeah. So yeah, you can do like multiple things at once. And that's actually what I planned on doing with that gold, this and black color. Because I wanted like a black shot through with gold, and I couldn't find any, so I was like, I'll just make my own. So yeah. Oop. Nice, Dawn. I was gonna say the cat is here for you. There's no escaping the cat. But I do that a lot too when my yarn's too thin for what I want to do. I'll actually triple it up from the same skein, and I'll do it that way instead of getting 3 skeins of whatever. That way I have a thicker yarn in the color I want instead of, the thicker yarn that's close to what I want. Honey, baby. Okay. There we go. It's the bread show. I may be old, but I still need to learn. I have no problem answering questions. I was asking questions. Were you here for the grilling I just gave, bro? Tell me everything, bro. Tell me everything. You can lie down on my lap. And I remember Joe's mom learning new stitches, God, like constantly. Hi. Mwah. Okay. My mind to your mind. Hi. Is this the bread show? This is pretty normal for trying to do my work here. Huh. Good boy. Yeah, you can lie down, that's fine. Silly bean. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Yeah, that's perfect. You can lie there. You are fancy. Check. Okay. All right. There. One more here. Oh, I should probably mark that. So I had no idea before how to mark things completed on Kick because I go through StreamYard. So I just had a whole list of "We're here from the cat" for the cat from Joe. I was like, there's so many. There's so very many. Yes, I know. You're here for the cat, Joe. I know you're here for the cat. He's coming up. Yeah, he heard you giggle and then sat up here to look at you. Also, there is Hobo, this fine gentleman. pizza. You gonna come up? Come in. Where you at? I know you're behind me somewhere. You gonna jump up in? Hi, baby. Yes, I know. For shame. There's yarn. You're interested. Hi. It's kitty cat time. Can I have my yarn? Usually you're only interested in the finished products. You got tuna breath. All right. Well, I think I'm going to end streaming after the after this one because the kitty cats have demanded it. But this one will put me at 11. So, you know, that's a good number. Unless you boys are oh God. It's 24/7, guys. 24/7. These two. Maybe not. If they keep, as long as I can keep crocheting, we'll go. Otherwise, we'll see. One last round on this one. Okay. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Sweet. Slip stitch that. And oh, I put them away so nobody would get cut, like responsible adults. All right, another one bites the dust. All right, mark another one on our sheet. That is not a pen. That was my hook. All right, let me check my kick comments. Oh, thank you, Pro Hydration Station. Yeah, this has been since stream began, so it's been quite a bit. That cotton mouth it's getting me, guys. Got to hydrate. Thank you for that. All right. I think I'm going to run down the hall, though. So let me pause the music. Find an ad. I already did Madness Crawl. Let's see. We got intros. Let's do Tuesday morning, and I will be right back.
Hi, I'm Lori Calcaterra from the Tuesday Morning Brew, and I have a hot take for you. My friends, I am tired of remix, reboot, recycle, sequel, prequel. Aren't you? Like, where is all the new stuff? I want to know what's new in comics, in movies, in novels, and music. But for that, my friend, you gotta go to indie. Here on the Tuesday Morning Brew, we like to go right to the source. I interview indie creators, writers, artists, musicians, novelists, actors, you name it. They're all on the show, and it helps us keep a pulse on what's new, what's poppin', and what people are passionate about. Join us on Roku every week and other platforms live on Tuesdays. And no matter if you're drinking coffee, tea, or the tears of your readers, make sure you tune in to the Tuesday Morning Brew.
And we're back. I made it just in time. All right, let's see what music we should play next. What's vortex manipulation? That one's good. I got flavor packets for my water rolling under me. All right. It's good. It's good. Go back to comments. Kick stream. All right. Bam. Before my app goes crazy, let me tell it that I've drank something today. Drink 40 ounces. And I had another 20. Okay. Bam. 60 more ounces today. All right. Anybody got any projects coming up they're working on? Doing anything? Cleaning and organizing, taking inventory. Yeah, I gotta do con inventory and pricing still. And yeah, I don't want to. Yeah. Like, I've been slowly working on things all summer, but I've got to pull them out. I've got to clean them. I've got to block them, price them. Because I got some new display stuff. I've got, I know you can't see it in the video, but I got one of those gacha machines where you like turn the thing and the little ball comes out and you open it up and there's something inside. So I need to figure out exactly what I'm doing with that besides the stickers I got for it. Oh, that's not nice. Because it is a tabletop gaming convention, so I did get some D&D themed stickers specifically for that. And then I've got stickers to actually sell just out of a box, but yeah. I've also got new stuff that I've made that I even need to figure out a price for. Yay. Seven. Oh, gotta go to a tabletop convention. It's been years since when it's young. I used to compete at them in D&D. Nice. Yeah, this one it's God, what is this? Is this second or third year? Second year. It's second year of it. So it's a smaller one. But it's a lot of fun. It's called StompCon. So it's just tabletop convention, tabletop gaming. I vend at it. A lot of our friends vend at it, and yeah, I love gaming conventions, especially the smaller ones, because you actually get to interact with people. You can sit down. You can actually play. You can actually play a game without waiting for hours to do anything. And I like when it's not asses and elbows, just packed like sardines in places. And as a vendor, I'm sure you can actually interact with people instead of hi, how you doing? Hi, how you doing? Hi, how you doing? It's you can actually sit there, you can talk to people, you can interact with people, and that's my favorite part about conventions anyway, is that I go there to interact with people. And smaller conventions, I get a chance to go out and play the games and things like that, so it's a great time. And we've got a few of them around here, so I don't really compete for anything. I won one golden uh, BSR, and I haven't competed in the BSR since, because you want the kids to win them. Hi, baby. 30. Prefer the smaller ones, more friendly and family. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you don't have to worry about somebody going completely off the rails at the smaller ones, like you do the larger ones, and then security and this and that. Like you can usually police yourselves when it comes to the smaller conventions. Everybody's like, hey, that dude's acting weird, or hey, that chick's got something wrong with her. And then the entire community is just like, you should probably leave. And then everything's fine. Huh. Six. Drop my stitch marker. Yeah, I went to a larger convention, well, a couple larger conventions a couple times. I think the biggest one I went to was ASIN, Anime Central up in Chicago. That was a lot of people, and I am not a lot of people person, so that was quite overwhelming, especially Artist Alley, because it was, like I said, asses and elbows, and just everybody everywhere, and a lot of bumping, and just you couldn't even get close enough to really appreciate the art. Like you couldn't even see it, let alone appreciate it, which was unfortunate because from what I could see, there was a lot of really talented artists, but you couldn't talk to them. You couldn't even really like get up there and see much. Yeah. Yeah, I'm the same way, bro. Like I don't like big crowds, especially when they're the jostling is what I don't like about it. And the outside, the noise isn't really a problem, but inside, when it's in, yeah, just in the convention hall, it's too much. It's not fun anymore. And yeah, I like to be able to talk to people. I like to be able to talk to the vendors about, their art and what they're passionate about and things like that. I like being able to see people light up when you talk to them about, what they're excited about. And then, those big conventions, everybody's so burned out that they're, sleeping behind their booths because they're just so tired. It's not fun anymore. And like, I get a lot of people, that's how they make their money, but that's not fun for me as, a con goer. What hurt you? So true. I'm the type, if you're not having fun, then why do? Yeah, you only live once, or like my day job. That's my day job. I do enjoy my job, but it's not what I'm passionate about in life. So in my free time, why would I be miserable? I don't want to be miserable in my free time. Like I got people actively trying to hit me on the interstate. Why would I try and be miserable in my free time? What hobo? got to be crazy out on the road. We actually had somebody that intentionally drove into our job zone and was going to hit us until we told him, like, pointed at the thing in between us that would have popped his tires. That's the only thing that stopped him. And then he very quickly backed up when he realized that each and every one of us had some manner of hammer on us because we were working on things. But yeah, people are crazy, man. There's a reason I don't get out of my vehicle unless there's at least temporary wall between us, and even then, I prefer to stay in my vehicle. Then you get the people that go, "Oh, I thought this was a road. Like, I thought the road was open. What part of me walking around on the interstate made you think this portion was open?" Like, I am out. I'm driving the wrong way. There's orange barrels, and I am out of my vehicle walking around in a vest and hard hat with a clipboard. What made you think it was open? People need to relax and enjoy life. They do. They get so angry so easily. Like, just chill, man. Just chill. Not to mention the ones on the phones. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And it was on a highway. And the funny thing is, like, and it's people my age, so millennials, on their phones. And they're holding them up to their ears. Like, my dudes, it is 2025. How have we not figured out hands-free by now? Just, your car is new enough to have hands-free. Why are you holding it during a phone call? I don't understand. You're the only one in your car, so if it's a private phone call, you can still take it. I assure you, it's probably going to be easier to understand them if you take it through your vehicle. Oh my God, 75? Oh my God. Were you hurt at all? And did he survive? He's in the floorboard? That is insane. Yeah, but they've actually done studies, and the worst place you can be is the back of the line when traffic stops. That's the most dangerous place to be. Oh my gosh. I mean, yeah, there's nothing you can do about it. It's not like you were driving, like, you could go anywhere. 75 miles an hour. That's freaking criminal. Oh my God. Yeah, what were you driving? Because that just shot up the list of safe vehicles. Funny thing was it? You couldn't move due to shock. I mean, that's probably what made it so you didn't get hurt, was you probably ragdolled, not knowing what was going on. No, okay. That's cool. Okay. Thought both my monitors went out. Nissan 240X sports cars. Really? broke the seat belt. I remember 3 amp. Oh my god. Yeah, that's insane. Was in a truck, like a semi truck, or just a pickup truck? I'm assuming pickup truck because 75 in a semi, you wouldn't be. Yeah, I was gonna say. After I said it, I realized you probably would be, a meat crayon. Yeah, that's insane. Yeah, there's no reason for it. They had to use the jaws of life. Oh my gosh. I mean, since you had no injuries, that was probably kind of interesting to watch. Besides the shock portion, it was a miracle. Absolutely. Yeah, the first responders coming up on that accident were probably fully expecting you to not be breathing. Your car flipped after the first 2 cars. After it hit the first 2 cars in front of you. They found your wheel and axle 100 yards from the impact. Oh my gosh. That is insane. I can't even imagine. Top of it. You got a ticket? What the heck? Could they prove it was yours? That is insane. That's not even fair. I would have gone to court over that one. I would have disputed that so fast. I would have been like, yeah, why didn't they give you a ticket for the broken ticket? Right, exactly. Like, excuse me, your car was upside down, so we're gonna have to give you a ticket for that. And you weren't wearing a seatbelt after we had to cut you out of your car, so ticket. That's stupid. I would have gone to court over that one. I would have been like, yeah, the pickup at 75 miles an hour just sheared off part of my tire, I guess. I don't know. We're going to have to give you a ticket for the axle. There was no axle, so ticket. There were only 2 wheels and you were driving, so we're going to have to give you a ticket for no motorcycle endorsement. Here we go. So stupid. You did go to court. You had photos and it had tread. The ticket said the tire was all bald. You had to go by the cop. Absolutely does not. That's why there's a whole court. Like, why do you, why are you able to go to court if he has to go by the cop? That's so stupid. No, absolutely not. I would have been so mad. Yeah, I don't blame you for being pissed. Freaking sued him. I would have been like, you know what? You can get your money from the guy that rear-ended me. How's that sound? Just... Of course there was no contour after it got hit. He had to go by the cop. But never in the history of ever. Well, I mean... Probably in the history. Probably in the history books. That's why we have the laws we do now. You don't have to go by the cop. You know what? He probably knew the cop. And that's why he was doing it. I'm saying dirty judge. I wanted the measurement. Because law states often know the depth. Right? If you don't know the depth, how do you know? Like, you can't just eyeball that. It's literally millimeters. Oh, did the cop go to court too? Like, did he show up for court? They don't usually. They almost never show up for court unless, you know, they've got like a personal vendetta going on. Like, did you insult his mother or something like that when they were getting you out? Like, what the heck? Did you go to school with them and, like, I don't know, take the last crayon that he wanted? He wanted green and had to deal with, like, the yellow-blue situation? Yeah, cop it. Headed out for me. He tried to accuse you of hitting the car in front first. He followed you to the emergency room. Oh my god, he's so unprofessional. What the actual fuck? Your dad walked it. That's why he showed up. Oh yeah. Yeah, he had it out for you. But what the actual fuck? Like, no, sir. You do not. Absolutely not. You got the ticket. Oh, they mailed it to you! He didn't even give it to you, like, in person? It was after the fact. Yeah, he had it out for you. He just made something up to get back at you. Yeah, asshole cop. No, he was being removed from a hospital. He didn't have. Oh! Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's. What an asshole. Like, I'm all for berating the one that, you know, almost killed a bunch of people. But maybe it was the one that slammed into the back of everyone else. Not the one in the middle of it. Like, come on, man. Or at least get all the facts before you start berating someone. Especially when they're still in shock and just had the jaws of life used. Just saying. Like, no, they shouldn't have even allowed him in there. What a piece of crap. He was so out of line. There were witnesses, including the fireman, nurse. Also, the driver of the truck admitted at the crash they was looking. What the? He admitted at the crash site that he was at fault, and this cop decided it was your fault. Seriously, did you insult his mother or something? Like, what the hell? Like, what was it, a race thing or something like that? Possibly. Just, oh my god. Did you date his sister? Like, Jesus. That, yeah. Like, I'm all for the cops that do their jobs and do it right, but once you step out of line like that, absolutely not. You gotta, no. Fuck you. Especially when, oh god, no clue what his trauma was. He was just a all big cop stereotype of death. We don't understand why people hate cops. People like that. Decrease and so 5 decrease. Yeah, that's insane. Right? Yeah. Like, we live in a very small town. It's literally 1 square mile because we're landlocked. And, you know, with that comes a very small police force. So, literally have the police chief's, like, personal number. But, so yeah, like, we support our police force, but once they're being dicks like that, no. Like, definitely gonna call that individual out as a dick. Like, the majority of them are great. It's just the ones like that give them bad names. So, why does my screen keep turning itself off? Big city rookie cop. Oh, trying to flex. Yeah. Got 150, but you got to see your dad back him up to the wall and have him removed. That's beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes the 150 is worth it just to see that. Especially when, you know, other professionals have seen it happen. And they're going to be like, yeah, that dude was a dick. We had a guy in here, and, you know, in shock and everything, and he was just berating him. Good thing his dad was here. Oh, man. Yeah, I can't even imagine. Because, you know, doing the work that we do and stuff, we know a couple of state police even. So, and I can't imagine them doing that. Oh yeah, doctors and nurses give no fucks about who you are, what you do, and what rank you are. That hospital is theirs, and they are God's. Yeah, there are certain people you don't mess with, especially, and it's nurses and librarians. Hi. Oh, hi. The paw to the shoulder. Hi. Your brother's in your spot. Hi.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this spot.
That's fine. Can I move my yarn at least?
I'm gonna see. I know you're still streaming, but I'm gonna see if you want to try this.
Oh, I absolutely do. What flavor is it, Debbie? Oh, that's the peach, Debbie?
Yep.
Pros here for the cats. Oh, that's amazing.
Right.
Yeah, we need more of that. That is delicious. And we have cat booty. I was gonna say I don't know how I can give more kitties. These are the only kitties we have. Well, yes, Hobo is our chaperone. We're not allowed patty fingers around him. No patty fingers. And Bread's completely taken his spot because this is usually Hobo's throne. How old? So Bread here is about 2.5. No, that's what I'm working on, asshole. And Hobo, the one that just ran out, is about 4. So we've only had them about 1.5 years. They were both strays. So we got Hobo first. Yeah, typical cat. Hobo only likes the finished product. Like the yarn itself, he's like, okay, whatever. But actual crocheted, he loves it. But yeah, Hobo we found around Halloween last year. Or 2 years ago. 2 years ago now. Huh, 2 years ago now. Yeah. But yeah, at one of our parks, and he was in the woods by the dumpster, and Indy had never had cats before ever, and I hadn't had cats in a long time, but we had been talking about getting, cats for ourselves. So, the only thing we didn't have was a carrier and a cat, really. So the other park board members, we were talking, and we're like, hey, you got a carrier because we're going to take him home. And they the wife came running down the road, big old smile on her face, and a carrier in her hand. So we scooped him up, took him to the vet, brought him home, named him Hobo because, dumpster in the woods. And then right around Valentine's Day, a couple months later, this one showed up on our porch screaming, just meow screaming for days. And we checked with the neighbors, because a lot of neighbors have brown tabbies. It's very common around here. So we're like, hey, is this yours? Is this yours? Is this yours? Huh. And the one that has all the strays is like, actually, that one's not ours. Surprising. And he's actually got a cataract. Well, a healed over scar on one eye. I don't know if you guys have seen it through the camera. So we weren't sure quite what was going on with him, but for days he was just showing up and screaming out on our porch. And we live on a town street, so we were like, okay, well, we'll see what's going on with him. So scooped him up, took him to the vet, made sure his blood work came back all right. He didn't have anything you'd give Hobo. And yeah, him and Hobo got along, and he makes biscuits all the time. So one of the vet techs called him Bread, and the name just stuck. So yeah, he was, under a year when we've got him. So we put him in a bedroom for, about a week, let them sniff each other through the door, and then let them out, and they basically bonded right away. And they groom each other, they love each other, they'll play together. They haven't actually fought each other at all, thank God. So yeah, they're my babies, they're my boys. So they're my little shadows. If I am not in eyesight, especially Hobo, if I'm not within view, he's got to find me. So they're our little rescue boys. Huh. I need my hand back though. They're such good boys. They're mischievous, but they're not, they're not terrible. And they work with our lifestyles because, we never really know when we're going to be able to come home. Did you take my hook? Where did my hook go? Cats, man. He stole my hook. Oh, there it is. So, but yes, they're the best. They're the bestest. But yeah, so we joke around that, Hobo was the one that the cat distribution network decided that we needed, and then Bread decided that we were his, and waited until we figured it out. Because he stayed around our house. He didn't go to anybody else's house, really. So, goofy little bean. And neither one of them wants to go outside. They don't. You open the door, they kind of look outside, but neither one of them darts. They don't even try to go outside. So even though they're microchipped and have their collars and everything, we don't really worry about them leaving. Thank goodness, because we decided, we're going to keep them as inside cats so they don't get sick or hit by a car. Because I would lose my mind. Our last two cats were strays too, but they are no one home. We'll eventually get another one for sure. Another dog, just trying to get my house remodeled first. Oh yeah, the remodel with fur babies is a little rough. Love fur babies, yes. Yeah, we've got a lot of rescues and stuff around here, and we were gonna go to the feline network because they're a rescue specifically for cats. But we also have the Humane Society and things like that around here. And then, the strays dropped through, and we were like, well, we can take them to a rescue and then pay money for a cat, or we can take the cats that have been given to us, and they ended up just being perfect for us. They love to cuddle. They're just little love bugs. So, huh. Yep, we joke around. We're like, the distribution network decided it was time for us to have cats of our own. Which a lot of people, like, there used to be strays galore around here. And then, after we picked up these two, everybody started snapping up the strays. So, thank goodness for that. You're here for the cats. The cat is here. Look at him. Look at this. I appreciate that. Thanks, Joe. You missed me telling the story of the acquisition of Hobo and Bread. Unless you were just lurking. You caught the end of it. Nice. Yeah, I really haven't seen any strays since we got our boys and everybody started snapping them up. Because even Max, since Sandy neutered him, hasn't been roaming as much. Oh, packages were delivered. But yeah. Yeah. Remember, there used to be strays like everywhere in our little section. Between Max and Oreo, they aren't bringing the strays around like they used to. Yeah, because Oreo brought Bread over, and Max is neutered now, so that's probably helping. Oh, good Lord! Spay and neuter, everybody. Spay and neuter. And I know they were doing TNRs around here. So that's probably helping a lot too. Control the pet population. Okay, right. Yeah. Yeah, that would be weird. Oh, yeah. Drop. It was nice though when Drew Carey took over and he kept saying it, because not hearing anybody say that would have been weird. Eh. Oh, respond and confirm. Nice. Let's see. This should be number 12. I'm going to change up the music at the end of this row. Oops. Alright. Let's find some music. Oh. There we go. Trying to find one that wasn't too chill. Right. What was that called? That there. Yeah, the sound of dial-up. I was like, huh, this is a new song. Wait. Why are we murdering robots? Pro was having flashbacks. I was having flashbacks. Joe probably had flashbacks. Okay, but the minute and lose connection halfway through loading a pit. Yeah, yep. So back when the internet came in the mail. Bulletin board. I miss the chat rooms. Like the Yahoo chat rooms. Oh god, yeah, the dreaded 39 years. Or when you got like the 99-year one. Like, guys, come on. Yeah, your brother's still in the way. Fine. You can hang out. That's fine. But you had to stop mid-parkour, didn't you? Yeah, you are not pleased about that. Yeah. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna be really happy when I can make something else. Tired of this, Grandpa. What? For the internet. The underground was nuts back in the day. I wasn't so much into that. I had the program that just let me log in to one place, that let me do all my chat rooms, all my chats in one place. And it was lovely. And I made friends, and then it shut down with no warning, and all my friends were gone. Jerks. That was a sad day, and I was so confused by it. September AOL is stopping. Right? Not gonna lie, though, I didn't realize I still had dial-up. Right, yeah. I kind of thought it was like an Internet Explorer joke. Like, oh yeah, the dial-up's stopping. Ha 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 ha, it took this long to get here. Oh, it's real. Okay. What you doing? My little bow. My little topo will go. The dial-up knowing it would take that. You know what? You're probably not wrong. It probably did take that long via dial-up. they were like, you know what? They were probably like, you know what? Let's upload it now, and then once it's actually uploaded, that's when we'll kill it. We'll let it choose its own day, death day. Oh, I forgot I had grapes. Oh, I got grapes. Grapes. Huh? Ow. It's okay, baby. Didn't even phase it. No, he's still asleep, but Hobo looked at me like, you know, I had insulted his ancestors. Yeah, Brett sleeps pretty hard once he's asleep. So I know you can't hear it over my microphone, but he keeps giving off like this little meowing snore, and it's the most adorable thing. All right, another one bites the dust. And we are at 12 of 15. Good Lord. Oh, it's almost 5 o'clock our time. All right. You know what? I think I'm going to end it here, so I can be a good noodle and eat the dinner. Otherwise, Indy gives me the look. And it's like the Viv, except, you know, worse. So, yeah. I think it's time for some dinner time. That would explain why I needed, you know, snackage. But thank you for hanging out with me. And thank you for the friend request. I did accept that. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Have a good weekend. And bye.